Good morning, guys. This is the day that the Lord has made, and let us rejoice and be glad in it. I just wanted to come on real quick and say good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. We're all in our places with bright, shiny faces. Good morning to you. Anyway, so Lord, let me tell y'all about this dream I had. Okay. First of all, let me give this disclaimer. I am not one to interpret every dream that you have. Some dreams are just dreams. Okay? Let me say that. So I'm not trying to get into any whimsical, magical, delusional type of thing with my dream or anything like that. And the only reason why I'm telling you guys is for pure entertainment. Just something to do while you probably doing something else. And now let me say this. Don't forget to like, share, and please subscribe. Share out the video and subscribe. I'm trying to finally make it to my 1,000 this year, y'all. All right, your girl do want to be monetized on this side of heaven. You hear me? I don't want y'all to give me no GoFundMe on the other side of glory, sending me subscribers in heaven. Uh, even though I'm planning on going no time soon, but anyway. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, and support. And I'm still celebrating my birthday all month long. I want to thank all of the people who have sent me gifts this month. Oh my God, I love shmoney. Okay, okay, okay. So, but anyway, this dream I had was so fun. No, I'm just gonna tell y'all. This dream was something else. Okay, so um, I dreamed I was in a large church service. Of course, it would be me in church, right? So I dreamed I was in a large church service, okay? And all while I'm in the service or whatever, oh my God, the worship team was going forth. Um, the ministry was powerful, and it was like it had to be a church that seated probably 5,000 or so. And so the music was going forth, the worship team was going forth. And then, baby, they got to bumping. You hear what I mean? It's like the Shekinah glory filled the place, and oh my God, I was going just filled, you know, just all in my element going forth. And so, for anybody that knows me, like when I get caught up, and when if when the Lord starts to minister to me or what have you, I stand still and just receive it, right? So, but like I'll just hold on or to the seat in front of me and just kind of like bend over and just bask in his glory, or I sit in my seat and receive what have you. So anyway, I was like, I have to be standing up. This is all in the dream now. Listen, in the dream. So I'm standing up. I'm like bent over, and I'm just going for um 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 speaking in my heavenly language. It's just going for it. And but I'm not moving all around or anything. I'm still. All of a sudden, y'all, out of nowhere, somebody slapped me. And when I tell you they slapped me so hard, Lord Jesus, even though I was dreaming, I felt it in my sleep. It was just that hard. And I'm like, what the what? Now, mind you, I'm caught up in the spirit now. But Lord Jesus, and even though I was in the church service, something about that stop made me just dwindle that spirit right on down a little taste. So I'm like, I come out and I'm like, what the what? And I tried to just stay in the moment, stay in the moment, stay in the moment. But when everything calmed down, I looked around and I was like, who slapped me? Who was it? Because my eyes were closed. So I didn't see it. I'm like, who slapped me? And so I sat, and at first I was like, I was disturbed the rest of the service. So when the service was over, I was like, asking, like, did y'all see what happened? Did y'all see who slapped me? Did anybody see who slapped me? And nobody was, it was like, and then I asked the little kids, and they was pointing at this one guy. And then somebody behind me was like, it was that Indian dude. So it was some Indian guy that was in the service also. So he was sitting in the service, and while he was sitting there, I'm sorry, while he was sitting there, oh Lord, while he was sitting there, I was like looking, and he was like in the service, and he obviously came to the church for the service, but he was sitting there multitasking, like he was like minding his business, sitting up there. And when I looked, and it was that Indian, and I asked him, I said, "Excuse me, did you put your hands on me?" And he looked up from his device and looked back down, like looked up, rolled his eyes, like, and looked back down. I said, "Did you put your hands on me?" He said, "Yeah, I did, because you was doing too much." I'm like, so wait a minute. I was doing too much, minding my business, praising God, doing my own thing. So you decided that it was okay for you to slap me or put your hands on me while I was in the middle of worship. You just felt like it was your obligation to correct me because you didn't like what I was doing. You put your hands on me. And he was like, "Yeah, and I would do it again." And he was so matter of fact and nonchalant about it, like I was disturbing him. And I was in his space or something. But mind you, I stayed right in my seat, didn't move out of my little element. I stayed in my little spot. Wasn't no wild jumping around, swinging my arms, none of that. In one little spot, being very ladylike, doing what I do. So before I knew it, I tried to be obedient and be a Christian about this thing. Okay. And I tried to walk off. But baby, I thought about it. And when I thought about it, honey, anybody that know me, I walk with a cane, because of the condition I have. So I walk with a cane. I have two canes. Okay. I have one cane that my mom and I had one alike. So I kept it. My mother's been gone for 12 years now, but I kept hers. And I took the cane, that other cane that I usually use. I didn't take the one my mom gave me because it's solid. The other one that I took is retractable. You can fold it up and like put it in your bag or something. So I would take that like often so that people wouldn't trip over it or something like that. So I would fold it up and put it in my lap or something like that so it won't be in the way. Something told me in the dream before I was getting ready to go to grab that cane, and I didn't. The solid one. I grabbed the retractable one. So when I turned back around and thought about this brother with his attitude and the way he smacked me so hard, y'all. He smacked me so hard. When I woke up, the pillows and everything was on the floor. The blanket, the pillows, and everything. Cause I must have been fighting this dog in my sleep. Cause when I woke up, man, I was 38 hot. You hear me? When I tell you, I sat up on the side of that bed looking for a fight. I was ready to go. I was 38 high to realize this was a dream. So in the dream, I came back. I was okay. I picked up that cane and I pointed it at him. I said, "You put your hands on me." And I looked at it and saw it was the retractable one. I said, "Doggone it. If I swing on him with it, I ain't going to get a good swing because it's just going to fold up. Doggone it." Man, I jumped, I dropped it and went to go for him. Oh my God, I was going to light his world on fire. And the Saints got So I said, okay, I'm gonna handle this the right way. So I went to lead. I'm in leadership myself. So I went to leadership and I was like, listen, this bro put his hands on me. This brother put his hands on me. It's like you should have been told me because he does this. This is not the first time he's done something like this or what have you. And he acts so entitled and this thing. I was like, well, why is he sitting in the front, in the midst of where people are going to be in the service, engaged in the service and whatever, and he gonna get offended by it. Why would he sit up there where they were? And so, baby, when I don't remember when. Oh, I do. Okay, so after I talked to the leadership, I ended up going and I talked to the pastor. Talked to the pastor about it. When I talked to the pastor about it, he was like in disbelief, but he wasn't in disbelief because so much of what had happened. He was in disbelief because he felt like he should have better control over what goes on and this, that, and the other, or whatever. So he's kind of blaming himself for what happened. And I was like, you can't blame yourself for what happens with people. I mean, people are going to be people and do the things that they do. So you cannot, blame yourself for this. So after that, this is the weird part. This was the most mystical part of the dream. After I finished talking to him about it, he just kind of dropped his head and he was like, like he had to go and really try to figure something out. So I looked at him, and next thing you know, brother flew, got wings, and went on up to communicate with the Lord. And I'm like, oh Lord, I done killed the pastor. He done left and flew to heaven. And then people was like, no, 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 no. He just going to see God. He'll be back. He does that, often or whatever, because he got that relationship with God. So next thing you know, I wake up. Okay. Like I said, when I woke up, hey sweetie, when I woke up, um, I'm sitting on the side of the bed. I done knocked everything off, the pillows, blank. I'm mad, okay? I'm so mad because I woke up thinking somebody slapped me for real and I'm ready for a fight. Like I'm like looking to see what I can swing and throw it. Oh my God. I had to sit on the side of the bed really collect myself because I was mad. But then I thought about it and I was like, if that dream was to make some type of sense, what can I get out of it? Right. And so the only thing that I could really think and get out of it, God, I know, baby, it was funny to me because listen, I never woke up out of dream ready to box. You heard me. I jumped up and I was, oh my God, the pillows, the blanket, everything was everywhere. Like I was really fighting in my sleep. Like I'm about to, you put your hands on me? Oh no. I don't know, nobody put their hand. You understand me? And I'm not a fighting person, but I will if I have to. One thing to make me fight, if you put your hands on my kids or my granny, I will, I don't care who it is, how big, what I will go for it like I don't got good sense. But baby, that slap, promise you, that slap in that dream, it was so hard. I felt like I felt it for real. So when I got up, I was sitting on the side of the bed, I was like thinking, I had to get up. And that was like 5 something this morning, right? About 5, 6 this morning. I get up. I had to come out my bedroom and come sit in the chair to collect myself. I'm like, thinking that thing had me shook. And listen, y'all, I'm looking to the right of me right now. Both my canes sitting right here in front of me. So I'm like, you know what? I should have took that joke. I should have been holding on to it in my dream. You hear me? But anyway, so I sitting and I'm thinking, like, if I could make any kind of sense out of this dream, what kind of sense could I make? Like, what in this dream would, what kind of message, or if I could get one? Not that, like I said in the beginning, some dreams are just dreams. They're not meant to be interpreted or anything. Just something funny you laugh about it, keep going. But because of the way that it happened, I said, let me see if I could get something out of this. So I thought about it when they said that this guy, this is not something that he's known. It's something he's known for. This type of attitude he has with everybody. He has a really nasty attitude. He's very entitled, and you know what I'm saying. He likes to come and sit right in the midst of what it actually is. Where all the people gonna be engaged in the service and saying the most amens and giving the most praise. He likes to be in the midst of it, but he don't participate. He don't participate at all. Actually, he sit there and it looks like he's sitting there working. He's preoccupied. He's doing other things, everything but concentrating on the word. But he got to be there every Sunday. And I thought, wow, isn't that just like the enemy? Isn't it just like the enemy? No matter what your agenda was, when you came to church, you came to give God your all. You came to give God the highest praise, to empty your cup before God so that He can fill it back up. And just like that, the enemy, your problems, your situations, everything follow you right to the house of God and sit right next to you. And right when you are in the midst of your worship, right while you are in the debt of your service trying to receive something from God, that thing slaps you in your face and reminds you of what you're going through and totally takes your focus off. And so now you're sitting there distracted through the rest of the service, and you cannot grasp a hold of the message that God is trying to give you, the encouragement, the empowerment, the inspiration that He is sending through the speaker of God. You can't concentrate on that because now you're all disturbed over whatever it was that just slapped you and presented itself right in the midst of where you are. And then when it got to the part where I went to talk to the preacher and he listened, dropped his head, and went on, those are just like the preachers and the teachers and the ministers of the gospel that come to give you a word to inspire you and speak to you, but you just don't get it. You're sitting there, I know, but he said, but I know the words say this, but I know God said he'll do this, but so it's no matter. And he's feeling defeated because he feels like I'm giving everything God gave me to give to you and you just not getting it. And that's exactly what I got out of it. How often do we do that? No matter how God can send a word to encourage you, a person to keep you uplifted, or something to let you know that everything gonna be all right. You still allow that thing to come and smack you and take you off your square. And now you sitting there feeling defeated when God keep telling you, I got this. Greater is he that is within me than he that's in the world. There's nothing bigger than God. Remember, the ground you standing on, God created. The air you breathe, God breathed it first. He is in control of it all. I'm speaking to me as well as you. So even though this dream was kind of like comical, it made me mad though, but it was kind of comical. I tried to find something to get out of it because when I tell you I was 38 hot, I woke up sitting on this. I had to come here and sit down and think about that thing. And that's what I got. So I want to admonish anybody that might be listening to this. If there's a problem or a situation or a family member or a job or an issue or health problem, and God has already given you his word that it's okay. Don't lose your focus. Don't lose your stance. Square your shoulders, plant your feet, stand right there knowing that God's got you. And I don't care how the enemy presents himself. I don't care if he come and slap you to the floor with a ton of issues. Stand yourself up, brush the dust off, square your shoulders, pop your collar, and say, he still got this. He still got it. Don't lose your focus because that's what the devil wants you to do. If you lose your focus, he get in your head, you've been defeated. Don't let the devil ride. You let him ride, he want to drive. Don't let him ride. I'm going to end this because I don't want to say anything more that will take your focus off of what I've said. I'll come back a little later with a whole different type of thing, a whole nother vibe. I love you on purpose. There ain't nothing you can do about it. Please share this video. I love you. Have a blessed day.